Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Maybe we are witnessing the fall of the petrodollar, or at least the beginning of the petrodollar disappearance. And obviously this is going to be done by Russia and China, which are much bigger players and could influence the fall of the US dollars as the global, currency, reserve currency, and just threaten its dominance. Remember Saddam Hussein and Muhammad, what's his name, Gaddafi. He tried to, and they ended up as they ended up. In this case, we got bigger players, and they will use oil to do what they do best, right? This article comes from Business Insider from September 15th, 2022. Russia's largest oil producer completes its very first yuan-denominated bond sale as Moscow leans further towards China's currency. Russia's Rosneft completed a bond sale backed by Chinese yuan Thursday worth $2 billion. The Kremlin has grown closer to China in recent months, boosting trade since the invasion of Ukraine. Rosneft is shifting towards quote-unquote friendly currencies after being pushed out of SWIFT. Russia's largest state-run oil producer completed a sale bond denominated in Chinese yuan worth over $2 billion now. Rosneft said Thursday the company successfully rolled out a bond sale backed by Chinese yuan as Russia forges closer ties with China and seeks to diversify transactions after major domestic banks were banned from SWIFT earlier this year. Russia's shift towards the so-called friendly countries and currencies has pushed Moscow to embrace China's yuan while trade between the two nations grows. Both China and Russia have mutually sought for years to find an alternative transaction vehicles to circumvent SWIFT, and the Kremlin's Gazprom has already started accepting payments for gas in both rubles and yuan. President Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping met on Thursday and discussed both Russia's invasion of Ukraine and the future of the two countries' economic unity prospects that include trade, which Putin said he hopes will bolster to upwards of $200 billion. Wow, they got great expectations, it seems like. But we'll find out. Russia has the oil, Russia has the gas, coal, all these things China needs. China has a big economy, right? The biggest or the second biggest, it depends. Probably is going, I don't know. I don't want to say anything about it because I don't know, but it's nevertheless, it's right there. So it's going to have cheaper energy resources provided by Russia in order to support and expand its economy, whereas the competitors will have less. And that is European Union and United States of America, unfortunately. Unfortunately, why? Because we, at least I, am on this side and those guys are on the other side. Obviously, energy is not the entire player here. It's also, what you do with the energy. You have to make it work, and you work on doing what? Increasing some productivity in certain areas, maintain, a good economy, and so on, at a cheap price. Now, what would be the problem with the petrodollar? Well, according to some articles that I read regarding how much would actually this influence the dollar, that being the connection, relationship, economic collaboration with the yuan and ruble, they said something about 10% or something, 15% at the most, not even. But remember, if you take the global economy, that's going to be a lot. I mean, who wants to lose Even if you have, I don't know, $1,000, you want to lose $100? I don't. And besides, that $100 is going to increase. Why? Because I guarantee you that if this thing, the two countries' cooperation is not broken by those guys or these guys, then I guarantee you that there will be other countries who are very dissatisfied with the dollar's dominance, and they will just anchor themselves to, or cling themselves to, the new messaging system outside of SWIFT, accept rubles, accept yuan and rupees. It depends, because India is right there, is ready to do. Iran did something with Russia in the same way. They tried to get rid of dollars and euros, and they will, because if the Europeans will not be buying your products anymore, and you say, okay, I don't want to buy it, all right, thank you very much, I have enough buyers in East Asia. And I think that's true. The thing is, it's going to be a reshuffling of who produces for whom, who gives energy to whom. The Arab countries will be threatened to do it to these guys, but the Russians will do it to those guys. Now, the United States has energy, Canada has energy, but still, you don't want to lose. Even if you use the $100 out of 1,000, you still lost something. And the price will be higher, obviously, because those guys will say, okay, now we're going to blackmail you, we take advantage of this situation. And what are you going to do? Place a cap on them when you need it? They're not going to sell it to you for about a week and see how you're going to do with that cap. All right? So, unfortunately, they have the power to do whatever they want. And besides, the Arabs, which I'm just mentioning Saudi Arabia this time, said that this, and actually I'm going to add, because they were together, they did the same thing, the United Arab Emirates, together they sell at a discount their oil to China and some countries in the East Asia, but not to the United States of America. So the United States of America still pays the price, but the other countries pay this much. What does that tell you? A lot of friendship? I don't think so. So what are they going to do? They will adjust, but there will be some, some sacrifices, some victims. Who's going to be the victims? You look at it. You and I. Basically, don't think the banks or the energy companies or the military industrial complex will be affected by this. And if it will be affected, how about us? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.